Hello there, it's the Nortel guy. This video segment is about paging and what paging really is. I've had a few requests by some of my video viewers to do a segment on paging, and as I thought about how I would do that, what I realized I had to do first, before I even do a video on paging, is to talk about what paging in the Norstar phone system, or really any phone system for that matter, is and is not. Now, there's a few terms that get used interchangeably, and when I used to do a lot of work in the field, I always had to stop and explain this to people. So, quickly, there's three terms I want to talk about. There's paging, intercom, and voice call. The generic term for voice call is also hands-free answer back. Voice call is just the name that Nortel uses for their Norstars to describe hands-free answer back. Okay, so what paging is not? What paging is not intercom. What intercom is when someone presses the intercom key on the phone set and gets intercom dial tone and calls another phone. Okay. Now I can answer hands-free, sorry about that, and I've now got a two-way call. That's intercom. That's not paging. And a reason I showed that was because a lot of people refer to intercom when they mean paging. Intercom is station-to-station dialing. Now another thing that paging is not is it's not hands-free answer back, or it's not voice call. And what voice call is, similar to intercom. If you have a voice call key on your phone, you press the voice call key and you dial the extension you want to call. Okay, now I just called another phone, except now that phone over there didn't have to be picked up. So it's kind of like paging, except the difference is that person could answer me back without having to pick up the phone. Okay, so that's hands-free answer back. Sorry about all the feedback. A lot of people get that confused with paging. Now, what paging really is either using the feature code or a button on your phone labeled page that you press, and depending on how it's programmed, there can be a few ways to page. If you can see the screen, what the screen says right now is sets, speaker, or both. Now, what sets means that when you page, if I hit sets, it will come out of the little speakers on all the phone sets. This is a page through the speakers on the phones. Okay, anyone hearing that cannot answer hands-free, whereas it's just a one-way broadcast. And I'm oversimplifying right now because set paging can actually be subdivided into zones. Now, when I did the page button, another one of my choices was speaker. Now, speaker means overhead speaker or broadcast system that you have like in your ceilings or any loudspeakers you've got somewhere in the building. And so in that case, paging over the speakers only comes over those loudspeakers, not through the handset speaker, it's not through the phone set speakers. And then my last choice there was both. Okay, now both is obviously sets and speakers. So if you want to page and include both the overhead speakers and the speakers on the phone sets, then you would choose both. Now, there's a lot more detail I can describe in paging, so I'm going to wrap it up here because, like I said, this video was more to explain the difference between the terms. There's intercom, voice call, or also known as hands-free answer back, and there's paging. The first two terms, voice call and intercom, are often confused with paging, but they are not paging. They're just a different way of reaching out to somebody on another phone set. Paging is something that is done to reach either all phones or all speakers or select groups or zones, which we'll talk about in the video that I do on paging. Okay, so I hope that clarifies. I will do another video shortly about paging and the different ways you can use zones and combinations of zones and speakers and different ways to program the paging buttons on your phone sets. Okay, thanks for watching.